Louisiana beer reviews. Blue Moon's Caramel Apple Spiced Ale. Well, I was doing a review and somebody drove up, and then I got distracted kind of, and I said, oh well, let me just start over. This beer was introduced in 2012. It's 5.8% alcohol. It has a 16 international bitterness unit. It's one of the flavored beers that either you really like or you don't. I mean, I like them. They taste good. It's not my style. I would rather have regular beer. Okay, let me say that before I start. But I have to admit, all the years I've been drinking these flavored beers, or let me say trying them, because I never buy them to drink. But all the years I've been trying them, I don't really dislike them. There's nothing bad about it. It's just not my thing. But I want to be fair with this. Caramel spiced, apple spiced ale. The ingredients they use are pale malt, white wheat, caramel malt, and Munich malt. Spalt select hops are the hops. And they add apple juice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. It gets an okay score on Beer Advocate. The bros say okay. 30 out of 100 on Rate Beer and 35 out of 100 for the style. So the ratings are not good, but most of those people are kind of like me. They're not really into the style. But I think some of the people on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, since they don't like the style, they'll rip the beer and say it's bad. When I first poured it, it had a thick cream color head, but as you see, that's died away because I've been out here talking for 15 minutes. And it's still very bubbly and copper, and there's some lacing. And it's warmed since it's been setting out here for 15 minutes. But let's check it out. The aroma is good. You get roasted malts, the breadiness, a little white wheat bread, some spices, and some fruit, just like you would expect because that's what's in it. Let's go with the flavor. Okay, same thing. It's fruity, juicy, appley, spicy, bready, caramelly, and malty, and not much in the way of hoppy. I could see a lot of people that aren't into real, like, intense beers could go for this, okay? I know a lot of women that would go for this. And at 5.8%, if they drank a bunch of these, they would be smashed. The mouthfeel is medium, a little slick. The finish is mostly dry. It's easygoing and it's quite refreshing here at 8. The time is about 8:45 in the morning. So it's certainly not a bad beer. There's nothing bad about it. I do like that aftertaste. It's really got a strong bready aftertaste, and malty, and even just a strong grain aftertaste. Really pleasant. For beer overall, it's still good. It's a B. But for the style, the flavored beers, or you could almost, I don't want to say novelty beers. Novelty beers like Lucky Buddha. But for flavored beers, this is a solid A. It's a most excellent flavored beer, but what do you expect? It is made by Coors. They don't put out trash, okay? Anybody that says Coors produces trash doesn't really know beer. Coors may produce styles you don't like personally. That doesn't mean it's trash. And the same could be said for Miller, Pabst, and Anheuser-Busch. They don't put out trash. In fact, I've never had a beer from any of those companies that could be classified as trash. It's just, that doesn't occur. Anyway, so Laissez-les Bon Temps Roulé. This is an acceptably good beer. If you like this kind of stuff, I highly recommend it. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.